6 years ago, my daughter vanished without a trace. Then one night I received a signal that changed everything and led me into a world I never imagined, where nothing was as it seemed. It arrived in the middle of the night. A live video feed pushed to my phone from an unknown contact titled only, Lily. My breath caught. It had been 6 years since my daughter vanished from the bus stop half a mile from our house. 6 years since the police gently told me to start using past tense. 6 years of scanning faces in crowds, chasing false leads and keeping her room untouched. A tiny museum of hope. But now my screen flickered alive, showing a dark room washed in candlelight. A figure stepped forward. She looked older, 17 now, but there was no mistaking my child. Her hair, once blonde and unruly with curls, was woven in intricate braids. Her eyes, always bright, now stared blankly ahead, like she was seeing through the camera instead of into it. "Mom," she said, voice soft and rehearsed. "Don't look for me anymore. I'm safe. I'm home." Then someone whispered off camera. She flinched, the first human spark I'd seen. A symbol flashed briefly on the wall behind her. A white sun with 8 spiraling rays, hand-painted like a child's drawing. The feed abruptly cut to black. I sat frozen, phone trembling in my hand, fear tangled with a violent surge of hope so fierce it hurt. Curiosity pulled, terror pushed, and both collided in my chest. She's alive. But she's not free. Hadn't I begged for this? One sign, any sign. I replayed the message again and again, dissecting every second. That symbol, I knew I had seen it before. On faded missing posters others had put up, on online forums of parents like me, a rumor. A cult whispered about but never confirmed, at a place where children ascended to a better world. I didn't sleep. I didn't call the police. They had failed me before. By dawn I had already packed. I sat in my car in the driveway, engine running, fingers clenched around the steering wheel. My mind screamed that this was reckless, naive, that I might find something I could never bear to see. But then I remembered her voice, how it wavered, how she flinched. Whatever held her wasn't love. And so fear became fuel. I traced the symbol online until it led to a rumor of a compound deep in the mountains, a place ordinary maps refused to acknowledge. A half-buried address. Coordinates. A single word attached. Sanctuary. The road turned from pavement to gravel to mud to nothing at all. Trees pressed close like they were watching. Phone signal vanished. Civilization bled away behind me. I followed the symbol carved into the trunks like breadcrumbs left by something too confident to hide. Finally, just as dusk bled into night, the forest opened. Before me stood a massive glass dome, rising from the earth like a captured moon. Inside I could see the silhouettes of figures, dozens of them, walking in perfect unison through a lush garden glowing under artificial light. A low hum thrummed through the air, vibrating against my ribs. At the entrance, etched into polished stone, a door slid open. Warm, perfumed air spilled out, and a girl stepped into the threshold, the same braids, the same posture. Lily. But her eyes, they smiled before her mouth did. And with eerie calm she said, "Mom, we've been waiting for you." For a moment I forgot to breathe. Lily stood just a few steps away, close enough that I could see the faint freckles on her nose, the ones she used to complain about, the ones I always loved. "Lily," I whispered, the word breaking on my tongue. But something in her expression halted me. The cadence of her breathing, the way she held her shoulders straight, deliberate, controlled. As if someone had trained her to be less human. She extended her hand. "Come inside. You'll see." Not a request. Prescription. My instinct screamed to grab her and run. Flee into the dark forest and never look back. But another part of me, the part that had spent 6 years living inside a hole terrified of hope, knew that if I turned away now, I might never see her again. I stepped forward. The door slid shut behind me with a sigh, like the dome itself was relieved to have me. Inside everything glowed. Trees rose tall under the artificial sun, leaves silver green, glistening with dew that smelled faintly of citrus and something sweeter, addictive. a perfect garden with no soil in sight, just crystalline pathways and nature sculpted into obedience. Figures wandered in white robes embroidered with the 8-rayed sun. Some were children, some adults, all moving with tranquil precision. No one laughed, no one rushed, no one questioned. A utopia without joy. Lily guided me deeper. You've traveled far. They'll be pleased you answered the call, she said. They. My voice was thin. The enlightened. The ones who saved us. The way she said save sent a cold ripple through me. I brushed my fingers against hers. A subtle test. She didn't react. Not a flinch. Not warmth. What happened to you? I whispered. She paused, and for a heartbeat I saw my daughter. Frightened. Longing. Cracking through the calm. They showed me the truth about myself, she said. And what truth is that? That I was lost. A practice line. Someone's doctrine placed into her mouth. We arrived at a towering structure made of mirrored glass, reflecting us from 100 angles. My warped reflection stared back, eyes wild with panic. At the entrance a man waited. Tall, ageless, shaved head glowing under the garden's light. His eyes held a stillness that wasn't human, as if nothing could disturb his equilibrium. He smiled warmly. Too warmly. You must be Anna. His voice was smooth like honey over teeth. I've waited a long time for you to join us. I stiffened. I'm just here for my daughter. Of course, he said. Everything we do here is for the children. He leaned closer, eyes burning bright. And for the parents willing to be reborn with them. A chill crawled up my spine. Who are you? I demanded. He placed his hand over his heart, right atop the sun emblem. I am Brother Soul, listener of light, shepherd of the path. And Lily, my voice cracked. What have you done to her? We've given her a family, he replied. One that doesn't abandon or forget. My nails dug into my palms so sharply I felt blood. I never forgot her. His smile sharpened, razor thin. That is why you are here. Doors opened behind him with a deep mechanical groan. Warm golden light seeped through. The air pulsed, rhythmic, hypnotic, like a heartbeat too slow to be alive. And from within a voice. Soft, melodic. Calling my name. My name. Not Anna. But the intimate name only 2 people ever used. Mom. It wasn't Lily's voice. Brother Soul stepped aside. Come, he said almost tenderly. Meet those who have been waiting to welcome you home. I hesitated at the threshold, every instinct begging me to run, but Lily slipped her hand into mine. Her grip was stronger than it should have been. You'll understand soon, she murmured. And the doors closed behind us with a decisive, hungry hush. Darkness swallowed us. Only the faint echo of my heartbeat and Lily's calm breath grounded me. The golden glow faded behind the sealed doors, leaving a silence so thick it felt alive. Then a flicker. Rows of candles ignited along the walls, one after another, exposing a circle of people dressed in white. Their faces were serene masks. Their eyes glimmered like they'd traded their souls for light. At the center of the room stood a throne-like chair, sculpted from fused white glass. A woman sat upon it, tall, poised, draped in robes embroidered so heavily with the sun symbol they shimmered like armor. Her hair was pure silver, yet her face was too smooth, too youthful. She radiated warmth like a fire you should never touch. Brother Soul stepped forward. Rejoice, he said, arms spread wide. The mother has arrived. I wanted to recoil, but that single word locked me in place. Mother. My title. My identity. My weakness. The woman on the throne smiled down at me, a predator wearing peace like a cloak. You have carried grief for so long, Anna, she said, her voice a soft chime. But pain is a prison of your own construction. My throat tightened. Who are you? She didn't blink as she answered. I am Mara the sun's ear. I hear the cries of lost children. And you took mine, I snapped. No, she corrected gently. We found her. Broken. Alone. Searching for belonging. Lily stood beside me, posture rigid like a fixture of the room instead of a person. Look at her, Mara commanded. I did. And suddenly everything else disappeared. Her face was peaceful. Her eyes were clear. She seemed whole. 6 years of dread and nightmares and empty beds had left me starved for that sight. Mara watched the war behind my eyes and nodded knowingly. You could have this peace too, she purred. Brother Soul leaned in close to my ear. All you need to do, he whispered, is surrender. My pulse spiked. Surrender to what? I asked. The radiance, Mara answered. The truth inside you. The light you've denied since the day you were born. This was no rescue. This was a recruitment. Lily, I said, gripping her shoulders, we're leaving. Right now. Her expression softened. A sliver of my child shining through. I am home, Mom. The words hit like a blade. Mara rose from her throne. Please, Anna, take a moment to consider. Your daughter has already been chosen. She is special. Made for the light. I pulled Lily closer. What makes her so special? Mara smiled, triumphant. She answers when the sun calls, just like her mother once did. A chill detonated in my chest. What did you say? Brother Soul stepped beside Mara, eyes glittering. Why do you think Lily was taken, Anna? He asked. Children do not wander to us by chance. Someone always lights the path. Mara touched her glowing sun emblem, and the room vibrated. Your daughter is here because of you. The floor tilted beneath me, nausea rising, memories I couldn't place clawing at the edges of my mind. Then Mara extended her hand, palm toward my face. Let us show you what you forgot. Light burst from her skin, blinding, searing, flooding the room and drowning thought. The last thing I heard before consciousness slipped. Lily's whisper. I've been waiting for you to wake up. Before I opened my eyes, I heard chanting. Soft, rhythmic, like waves repeating a secret against the shore. When I finally surfaced from the darkness, the world swam slowly into focus. I wasn't in the throne room anymore. I was lying on a platform of smooth stone, cool against my skin. Candles surrounded me, a perfect circle. Lily sat cross-legged nearby, watching me with an expression that teetered between concern and obedience. Above us, the ceiling was glass, revealing stars. Except no, they weren't stars. They were tiny suns, hundreds of them, glowing faintly like dormant embers. I tried to stand, but straps held my wrists and ankles tight. Panic surged. Lily, my voice rasped. Let me go. You're safe, she said, her voice too calm. They're just waiting for you to remember. Remember what? She simply shook her head. You'll see. Footsteps approached. Brother Soul appeared at my side, gently brushing a strand of hair from my face like a parent consoling a child. You fainted, he said. Opening to the radiance can be overwhelming at first. I didn't open to anything. I spat the words like venom. He only smiled, maddeningly patient. Oh, but you did. A long time ago. He nodded toward Lily. She inherited your gift. The ability to feel the sun's voice. It called to her, and she answered. My heart twisted sharply. She was a child, I hissed. All great messengers begin young, he replied, with the smoothness of practiced scripture. Mara entered behind him, robes flowing, candlelight reflecting off her silver hair like moonlight on a blade. She thinks you are here to save her, Mara said to Soul. But Anna has forgotten her own salvation. Mara leaned close, her perfume warm and suffocating. You brought her to us. The world tilted. What are you talking about? You were one of us, she whispered. I stared, confusion swallowing anger. Mara gestured toward the ceiling, the tiny suns glimmering like memories. You ascended here once. As a child, you spoke to the light. You were chosen, but your parents fled before the awakening. My breath stuttered in my lungs. No, I would remember that. Trauma is a thief, Soul murmured. Fear blinds the chosen from their destiny. Mara's fingers brushed my temple, a spark of heat blooming beneath my skin. You thought Lily vanished because she was preyed upon. Her voice softened into something eerily tender. But she was simply returning home, fulfilling the destiny you rejected. My pulse crashed in my ears. No, I never wanted this. Mara stepped back. And yet here you are. The room seemed to close in, the chanting swelling, the candles brightening. The little suns above flickered awake, one by one. Brother Soul held up a device, a thin circlet of luminous metal. He positioned it just above my forehead. Lily joined us willingly, he said. We hope you will do the same. And if I don't? The question scraped out like bone against stone. Mara smiled, gentle as a lullaby. Then we take back what we gave her. Lily's hand flew to her chest, as if something inside her pulsed, fragile and precious. Terror ignited into pure feral rage. You won't touch her, I snarled. Mara's eyes gleamed with cruel satisfaction. Then wake, she commanded. The circlet clamped onto my skull, burning bright. White light detonated behind my eyes, searing down my spine, prying open a door I didn't know existed. And memories I had buried like corpses began to rise. Light swallowed everything. Not blinding anymore, but guiding. Memories unfurled like film reels spinning back into motion. I am 8 years old. It's summer. My mother, younger, laughing, packs a picnic basket into the car. We're going to see the garden, she tells me. Hours driving, trees, a mountain road. The same road I just traveled. We arrive and I know this place before I've ever seen it. A gleaming dome. The radiant path symbol, bright white and fresh, not faded like now. Children play in a clearing, smiling. Adults in white robes welcome us like long-lost kin. One of them kneels to my height. A woman with silver hair. Mara. You can hear it, can't you? She says. I don't understand the words, but then the sun pulses. A warm sound like a voice humming slips into my skull. I freeze. My vision warps, too bright, everything vibrates. Everything breathes. Someone whispers, chosen. My parents panicked. My mother wraps her arms around me, pulling me away. You're not taking her, she screams. Mara's calm reply. She belongs to the light. My father drives us away fast. I watch the dome shrink in the rear window as the sun hum grows silent and the memory fractures into black. The light falters, and my awareness returns to now. I gasp, choking on air, the device still clamped to my head. Sweat and tears burn down my face. How could you hide this from me? I croak. Brother Soul tilts his head. We didn't. Your parents did. My heart compresses painfully. And Lily? I ask, voice cracking. Did she hear the sun too? Lily steps closer, eyes shimmering with something raw. I heard it my whole life, she whispers. I begged you to listen, but you couldn't hear me. Her words sting. True and not true. I was drowning in grief over a gift I didn't understand. Mara spreads her hands in triumph. You see? She didn't run from the truth. She ran from her mother. I spit back. Because you ran first, Mara replies softly. You abandoned your calling. Lily fulfilled it. I tug against the restraints, metal cutting my skin. What do you want from us? Brother Soul answers. To unite what was divided. To awaken the sun bond. Mara's voice becomes reverent. A mother and daughter who can both hear the radiance. She presses her palm to the emblem over her heart. They can open the gate. A chill coils through me. What gate? The one that brings the sun down to earth, she says, as if discussing weather. The day of ascension. He leans closer to Lily. You are the key's blood, child. But your mother is the hand that turns it. Suddenly, I understand the true danger. They don't just need Lily. They need me to activate something far larger and far darker. My voice drops to a desperate, trembling whisper. Lily, please. This isn't real. They're using you. Lily's jaw tightens, a battle behind her eyes. They saved me, she insists. They gave me purpose when you gave up. Those words wound deeper than any blade. I never gave up looking for you, I say. I gave up breathing the day you vanished. Her lip trembles, the first crack in her armor. But Mara steps between us, and Lily's expression snuffs out again. Enough, Mara says. It is time. Brother Soul lifts a hand. The candles surge brighter, flames rising tall like reaching fingers. Lily's body relaxes unnaturally, as if puppet by unseen strings. And I realize, whatever fight she has left, I may only get one's chance to reclaim it. And that chance is now. I force myself to go still. Panic won't save either of us. I need clarity, not terror. Brother Soul lifts his arms, chanting in a language that feels older than breath. The candles stretch taller, their flames twisting toward the glass ceiling like they want to burn a hole through the night. Mara circles the platform slowly, watching me as one might observe a caged animal deciding whether to bare its teeth. Once Anna embraces her light, she announces, the gate will open and the radiance will descend. Radiance, gate, descent. Nothing about those words sounds like salvation. The straps keep me pinned, but no restraint has ever been perfect. I bend my wrist, ignore the pain, and feel the slick warmth of blood easing movement. The strap begins to give, just barely. Lily notices. Her eyes widen, silent plea or warning, I can't tell. Mara lifts a thin blade carved from shimmering glass, the same material as the dome. Blood calls to blood, she murmurs. She turns toward Lily. No. Before I can scream, Lily whispers, It's okay, Mom. And she steps forward willingly, toward the knife. The chanting grows louder, a sound like the ground itself humming. Brother Soul begins to place another circlet, larger, double-layered, over Lily's head. It glows brighter, hungrier than the one burning into me. My fear becomes something else. Weapon. I wrench hard enough to tear skin, and my wrist slips free. Pain flares red and bright, but I barely feel it. My hand shoots up, grabbing the circlet on my head. Searing heat biting my palm, and I rip it off. A blast of light and pressure throws Brother Soul backward. The chant falters. The candles sputter. Mara turns, shock ripping through her calm facade. You cannot resist the sun, she hisses. Watch me, I snarl. I twist and free my other hand and a leg, adrenaline turning me into something feral. I leap off the platform as Mara lunges, the blade slicing air where my throat was. Lily gasps, confusion cracking the indoctrination mask again. Lily, listen. I reach for her. Her body jerks. Like strings being tugged. She staggers backward into Mara's grip, face contorting with pain. Hurting me, hurts her. Mara whispers with a chilling smile. We are bound. You reject us. You reject your daughter. Lily cries out a raw, terrified sound, and I freeze. Mara's voice softens, venom behind silk. You can only save her by giving in. For one horrible second, I waver. Then, a memory crashes through my mind. The day Lily was taken. Her laugh on the wind. Her hand slipping from mine. Never again. I step forward, low, steady, determined. You chose the wrong mother to manipulate, I say. And the fire in my chest, the thing I feared, ignites. Not literal flames. Not a conjured sun. But power. Focused out, a voice inside me that finally speaks. Fight. The glass in the chamber trembles. The humming stops. Mara's smile dies. I look her directly in the eyes and say, let her go, or I will burn your entire path to ash. Anna's awakening intensifies, the cult retaliates, and mother and daughter fight side by side for the first time. The chamber shakes, a ripple of force pulsing from me like a heartbeat too powerful to contain. Mara's grip tightens on Lily as the candles flare, then gutters out, plunging us into a half-darkness lit only by the trembling glow from the ceiling's miniature suns. Anna, Brother Soul warns, voice strained. You do not know what you are unleashing. He's right that I don't. But I know what I'm stopping. I launch myself at Mara, not with fists but something deeper. The room bends, angles warping like heat over asphalt. A shockwave blasts outward from my chest. Mara staggers, her hand slipping from Lily's arm. Lily gasps like she's breaking the surface of deep water. I grab her. She clings to me like the child she once was, fingers digging into my back. Mom, she breathes. What's happening to you? I don't know, I tell her honestly. But it means they can't have you. Brother Soul recoils, shielding his eyes from the radiance spilling off my skin, faint but growing. You were meant to serve the light, he hisses. Not wield it. I step in front of Lily. She is not a tool. She is my daughter. Mara's calm shatters. Her voice rises, sharp and frantic. Subdue them. The circle of robed followers advances, faces blank and unwavering. Lily grabs my hand. Her fingers tremble, but she doesn't hesitate. Run, she whispers. I shove with my mind, instinctive, raw, and the nearest followers go flying like leaves in a storm. Lily gasps. You did that. We did that, I correct. We sprint, slipping between staggering acolytes, heading toward a dark corridor. The humming starts again, louder, angry, vibrating through the floor. Behind us, Mara shrieks. Find them. Find the keys of the sun. Keys. That's what we are to them. Not people. Not family. Keys. Lily's breath hitches, adrenaline and fear battling in her chest. I didn't know, Mom, she says between gasps. I didn't know they wanted you too. I know, I say. I've got you now. That's what matters. We tear through a glass door, into a narrow hallway filled with vines and the pulsing artificial glow of the dome's heart. Ahead, a metal staircase spirals downward into shadow. Lily hesitates. That's the only exit. But we're not supposed to go down there. Perfect, I say. If they don't want us there, I absolutely do. We race down the stairs, and emergency alarms erupt overhead, bathing the world in flashing red. Alert! The chosen have breached the lower sanctum. Footsteps pour into the corridor behind us. Lily grips my arm, voice trembling. What's in the lower sanctum? Hopefully, I pant, an exit. We reach the bottom, and the door slides open with an ominous hiss. What waits beyond isn't an exit. Not even close. It's a labyrinth of glass corridors, and at the center, suspended like a sun in a nest of wires and crystal. A sphere of pure light, throbbing like a massive heart. Lily whispers a word I almost don't hear. Gate. And the truth hits me like a blow. This isn't just a cult, it's a machine built for ascension. And the only things missing to turn it on are us. Anna and Lily confront the true purpose of the radiant path, and the price they'll have to pay for freedom. The sphere pulses, alive in a way that defies machines and gods alike. Warmth radiates through the glass corridors, making the vines curl and quiver like they're sighing in worship. Every flash of light feels like a heartbeat echoing inside my bones. Lily clutches my sleeve. That's the gate, she whispers. The sun wants to come through. Through what? I ask, though I already know. Through us. Footsteps slam down the staircase behind us. Voices rising. Orders shouted. They're coming. I drag Lily farther inside, into the heart of the sanctum. We reach a platform surrounding the sphere. Cables feed the orb like veins. We can destroy it, I say, scanning for anything explosive, anything breakable. But Lily shakes her head, terrified. If we damage the gate, the radiance could release uncontrolled. Is that worse than them turning us into living keys? She doesn't answer because there is no safe answer. The alarms cut out abruptly. Then Mara's voice pours into the sanctum from unseen speakers, calm again, dripping conviction. Do you feel it, Anna? Your mind unlocking? Your memories returning? You came here as a child because the sun called you. It calls again. Her words press against my skull, too smooth, too certain. Brother Soul's voice follows, a soft, poisonous echo. You and Lily are the conduit. With you the gate will open perfectly. The sun's essence will descend. Humanity will rise. And what happens to us? I demand, raising my voice so they can hear the fury in it. Mara's answer is simple and devastating. You won't survive it. Lily gasps. I feel everything in me calcify into steel. I step between my daughter and the sphere. We're not dying for your delusion. It's not delusion, Mara purrs. It's rebirth. Doors slam open. Hooded followers flood the platform, not hesitant now but fanatical, eyes ablaze with light reflecting off the gate. Lily backs against me. I'm scared, Mom. I squeeze her hand, keeping my eyes on the advancing cultists. Good. My voice is low, steady. That means we're still alive. I push my hands outward, trying to summon the same force that threw Soul across the room. But nothing happens. Fear cracks through me. Mara speaks softly, almost lovingly. The radiance gives its gift only when you surrender. You must embrace it. I grit my teeth. I don't want her light, I want my daughter. Followers close in. Hands outstretched. Lily's breath comes fast and panicked. Mom, what do we do? I lean close to her ear, whispering the first plan that forms, reckless, desperate, and ours. We jump. Her eyes widen, but she nods without hesitation. Together we leap off the platform. Wind tears around us. The drop is a vertical blur of cables and glowing machinery. Before the fall can kill us, a blast of heat erupts below. A column of light launches upward, an elevator of pure radiance. We land inside it, weightless, suspended. The light catches us, holds us, protects us. Mara's distant voice shocks with disbelief. She wields the radiance without surrender. Brother Soul. She is not the hand, she is the sunbreaker. The column of light propels us downward, faster, bursting into a hidden chamber beneath the sanctum. We collapse onto a metal floor, gasping. Above, enraged shouts echo. Lily stares at me with something like awe. You can control it. No, I say, breath shaking. I can control what matters. In the center of the chamber is a vault, armored, sealed, humming with the same energy as the gate. On it, an inscription. The first descended source of lithe seed of awakening. Lily shivers violently. That's where they keep the sun. I look into her frightened eyes, and a realization lands heavy. They might not need us to open the gate anymore. They just need. The vault hums, low and steady, like a creature asleep behind iron ribs. Lily edges closer, eyes fixed on the glowing seam that outlines the door. They say the sun lives in there, she whispers. A piece of it. Something ancient. Something hungry, I think, but don't say. Through the ceiling above, the stomping of boots grows louder. They're hunting for us. The radiant path isn't afraid anymore. They're angry. We don't have long, I tell her. We need a way out. But Lily doesn't look away from the vault. She used to talk to me before I came here. Her voice drifts small like a secret. Who? I ask gently. The sun. She touches her chest, just over her beating heart. It said I could fix everything if I came home. Guilt twists inside me, sharp and deep. They told you I stopped looking, I say. And you believed them. Her shoulders scrunch, ashamed. I wanted to believe them, she admits. Because if you hadn't stopped, then why didn't you find me? The wound I've nursed for 6 years finally bleeds open. I searched until searching turned into drowning. My voice cracks. I never stopped loving you. I just stopped knowing how to survive without you. Her tears spill, and so do mine, and for a moment the world is only the two of us. But the vault pulses again, impatient, and footsteps slam just beyond the stairwell. Lily wipes her eyes, voice steadying. We have to destroy the gate. Or that. She gestures toward the vault, toward whatever sun is locked inside. And if we can't? I ask. Then we keep each other alive, she says. No matter what. Her hand slips into mine, and a warmth spreads through me so real, so fiercely human, that the radiance stirs again. And the vault responds. The seams blaze gold. Metal shrieks as ancient locks disengage. Heat floods the chamber, searing, blinding. I pull Lily behind me. The vault door rolls aside. The light inside is not light. It's a presence. A massive suspended sphere, swirling with fire and voices that scrape against sanity. Lily gasps, a sound of recognition and dread. That's not the sun, she breathes. No, it's a mind out of consciousness, caged and furious. It turns toward us, if a sun can turn, and a storm of whispers crashes into my skull. Open gatey, open gatey, open gate. I stagger but hold my ground. Lily collapses to her knees, hands over ears, face twisted in agony. I grab her, force her behind me. Stay with me. Mara's voice rings out above, through speakers, through the chamber, through the very air. You see? The radiance knows you. Anna, you were born for this. Brother Soul joins in, chanting frenzied. Sunbreaker, Sunbearer, Light of Earth. The sphere pulses harder, chains rattling, walls trembling. It wants out. The voices slam harder into my skull. Join us, we are your light-lit US rise. I scream back, raw and human. No. The force that explodes from me is not controlled. It's furied at its love, its every second stolen from us. The radiance bursts outward, a shockwave of pure refusal. The vault cracks. Crystals shatter. Chains snap like spider silk. The sphere howls an impossible cosmic rage. Traitor. Followers pour into the chamber, dozens then hundreds, faces manic with devotion. Brother Soul points at me, eyes blazing with rapture. Seize the Sunbreaker. Lily grabs my arm, terror and determination blazing together. We finish this, she says. No running. And clutching my daughter's hand, I step toward the impossible enemy. Toward the final reckoning. Toward whatever comes after breaking the sun. The sphere screams. Not a sound, not really, more a pressure, a vibration in my bones and my skull and my heart. Every whisper of the radiant path, every word Mara and Soul ever spoke, every lie and truth and grief, crashes together inside the chamber like a storm of molten glass. Lily grips my hand, trembling, but I feel her strength too. Her heartbeat syncs with mine, our fear and anger combining into something raw, impossible. This ends now, I roar. The cultists hesitate, hundreds of them frozen by the sheer force of our combined defiance. Mara appears atop the shattered remains of a catwalk, silver hair aflame in reflected radiance. Anna, she hisses, you cannot defy the sun. You are its chosen conduit. The gate cannot be stopped. No, I shout, gripping Lily tighter. You don't get to touch her. You don't get to decide her life. You don't get to decide ours. The sphere pulses violently, the air vibrates with power, and then something miraculous happens. The light bends around us, drawn not toward the followers, not toward the cult, but toward our hearts. I realize in that instant, the sun doesn't want to destroy us. It wants release. And it will only let itself be freed by love, not obedience. I close my eyes. I focus on Lily, her presence, her humanity, her laugh, the tiny fingers that used to fit perfectly in mine. I pour everything into that thought, every second I lost with her, every heartbreak, every hope. The sphere trembles. Chains shatter. The glass walls of the vault explode outward, scattering shards like starlight across the chamber. Followers scream, falling to the floor, blinded by the radiance. Mara flails, reaching for me, screaming a wordless rage. I step forward with Lily, and together we touch the sphere. There's no pain, only warmth, only connection. The consciousness inside, the so-called sun, speaks in waves that aren't words but feelings. Fear, hope, longing, gratitude. And then release. The radiance explodes outward in every direction, shattering the dome, collapsing the sanctum, and burning the false light from every follower. Mara and Brother Soul are thrown back, powerless against the force of what we've unleashed. When the light fades, silence is absolute. Lily and I stand together amid the ruins. Outside, the forest has returned. The stars are real now, cold, distant, but safe. She looks up at me, eyes wide, raw. Mom! I've got you, I say, voice trembling. Always. For the first time in 6 years, I feel the weight lift, the years of fear, of searching, of loss. Lily smiles through tears. The radiant path is no more. The sun is free. And we are free too. We walk hand in hand out of the wreckage. The real world, messy, fragile, human, waits. And this time we will face it together. As we step into the forest light, I hear her whisper. Mom, can we go home now? Yes, I say, smiling. Yes, we can go home.